Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome this evening on this Sunday evening to SRR, Sim Races Room Welcome Race of 2022. Just doing something, a one-off event. We are at Bathurst, out in Australian outback. We're joined by quite a few drivers actually tonight. A lot of guys joined just or signed up just before the race actually started, so I've been running around trying to get them sorted and stuff like that. First time streaming ACC out to the public tonight, so I'm hoping things go smoothly. You never know what could happen, so let's just hope and pray. Welcome to everyone in the YouTube chat. You guys are in for a good one. I'm pretty sure these times are looking pretty fast. Gilly Silver is top of the tower at the moment with a 203.147. Yeah, so a little bit about SRR, Sim Races Room. Just started up recently, a few weeks ago. Looks like I'm having some issues here, but hopefully those will go away. And basically just trying to get everyone more involved in ACC, you know, in the endurance side of things. So if that sort of thing, you know, tickles your fancy, then just join the Discord. The link will be in the description below. But again, I didn't introduce myself. As Andre has a little bit of a spin there, just going down just before the S's. My name's Morné Du Plooy. I'll be your commentator this evening. Let's jump on board with someone else quickly. Commentator this evening, and yeah, just if you guys can let me know in the comments over there how the audio is and all that. Hopefully everything's looking and sounding great. We're on board here now with Charles Randall, who also I think he signed up not too long ago. I didn't think that he'd actually make it, but there's a few drivers in here. Looks like the Zeetsmans are in, Wayne Lockham, Philip Stain, Jason Underwood and Chris Collison. They are drivers that are joining us from the UK. Jason Underwood is South African, but he's over that side doing his thing, and then Chris Collison is actually British and racing from the UK. So we've got some international drivers. Looking forward to some good racing on the mountain. Speaking of which, let me get my track map up quickly. So just need to quickly do something to enable that. There we go. I'm actually just going to switch over to another camera just so that we don't have the loud engine noises. So that is Bathurst right there. Corner names. There's a lot of corner names on this track. The most dangerous, or one of the most dangerous ones, is going through the S's. That thing can be hectic. But Hull Corner is your first turn on the left-hand side at the bottom there. Heading on to the main straight. Let me actually just try and find someone who's actually on a lap, who is going down. So this is the back straight now. I'm sure that Gilly Silver's going to get another lap in. So we'll try to go along with Gilly Silver on this lap. So he's approaching the chase right now. Keeping a nice wide exit there. I think I almost forgot that I actually have a track map prepared. So in the rush, I actually just completely forgot about that. So let me actually play that right now. Let me just try and get it. I believe I did. Yes, I did. So let me go on board. I think it was courtesy of Gilly Silver. So let's quickly cut to a little bit of a track guide before qualifying is over, and we'll check the times out afterwards. But yeah, here's a lap, hot lap of Bathurst, or the mountain. So heading down the finish straight into Hull corner. Trying to use all the curb there. I see Gilly didn't use too much of the curb there, but yeah, flat out down the straight here, heading up towards, got these names down, just got to remember them, heading up towards Quarry Bend, and then the cutting. Going through the cutting now. And you want to try and keep as tight as you can to that wall there, just so that you can get in this little hump there, just as you head out of the cutting into Griffin's Mount. This is also a dodgy corner there, one little slip up and you're into the wall through Reed Park, down to the left-hander of Solman Park. McPhillamy Park is next. You got to turn in earlier than expected through there, and just be careful you don't hit the grass there. You will land up in that wall. Through the S's, down into the Dipper. Love this section of the track. And then over here is a little bit, you got to kind of do a little bit of feathering the brake there, a little bit of trail braking to keep the car actually straight for the exit of Forest Elbow. Flat out again through Conrad Straight. And keeping as wide as possible just before going into the chase. So there's it, using all of the track, flat out again, braking just before the 100 meter. Nice wide exit there. And then through the last corner is Murray's Corner. Very tricky one as well. Hull Corner and Murray's Corner similar, but not exactly the same. So, and that is a lap around Bathurst, courtesy of Gilly Silva. All right, so that was your track guide or track hot lap video. I'm just going to get rid of that track map on screen now. I just got to get used to these things because, like I said, first time using or streaming ACC, and it's not performing like it was during my tests. So we'll see how that goes throughout the night, but hopefully it doesn't bother us too much. So the times, Real Close is actually at the top now. He actually got into the 202s with a 202.392. Gilly Silva just 7/10 behind him, and then we have Devin Ellis in third. So this is Devin now. Let's get a look on the helicopter cam. We'll go for a little bit of some odd boards too, especially through the S's into the Dipper. It always looks brilliant going through there, especially on the onboard camera. Good to see a bunch of guys in the YouTube channel. Again, if you don't mind, just let me know how the audio is. From my side, everything looks good, but I'd appreciate it. Just giving me a thumbs up there or something. Had a bit of trouble getting ACC to actually work like I wanted it to. Let's jump over to someone else who's on track here. Everyone's sitting in the pits currently, or most of the guys. Let's see who's on. Gilly's on for a lap. Just go on board with Gilly. So this is the section that I absolutely love going down. Not able to race tonight myself. Someone needs to attempt to do the stream and the commentating. So we're going to see how it goes. So Ruan Kho's going a few tenths quicker on the last lap around there. Low 202s for him. At the moment, Gilly Silva is what is it, 4 tenths down on his best. So I'm not too sure that he's going to be getting a good lap out of this one. He might have time. I don't think so, actually, with 2 seconds left. So that is qualifying. done with a 3-minute wait time there for the guys to finish up. So it looks like Ruan Ghoos is your pole sitter for the first race. Another thing I wanted to mention that I didn't was that the second race is actually going to be reverse grid. So that's going to be an exciting one. But while the guys grid up and get ready for the first race tonight, I'm just going to jump to an ad break. And then we'll be back in a couple minutes. Let's just double check here if anyone else is on the lap. There are still some guys out there. A lot of guys just sitting in the pits though. Doesn't look like anyone. Someone out there, Sean Willifeed, who's sitting in 10th currently. So this will be his last lap. But it looks like he is a little bit down on his time, so I'm not sure he's going to improve. And there we go. All right, so let's jump to an ad break, and then we will be back in a couple of minutes. So don't go anywhere, guys. All right, we are back. And we have about 1 minute and 20 seconds till our race starts. Hearts must be beating in these guys' throats by now. I know the nerves always get the better of me. But yeah, especially with the pressure coming up, going up the mountain and coming back down again. So thank you to Aiden in the YouTube chat there. Stream's running quite good at the moment. Thanks, Aiden. Yeah, a little bit of niggles that I got to try and work around. But yeah, we'll get there, eh? Let's hope just for a first stream things go smoothly and we have some good racing. So I think we had 16 drivers. I'm sure we had 16 drivers earlier. At the moment there's only 15 on track. So maybe someone's sitting in the pits, I'm not sure. We will see once the race starts. So it is a full formation lap, I believe. 4 p.m. start. The weather, you can see it's pretty cloudy. So not too much sunshine, a little bit of wind. The guys just loading the rest of their setups. And then soon going to be getting this race started. We'll just switch over to the, I think, the helicam there, just so we can get a nice little view of the guys going around the track. So a little bit slow getting off the, even though it is just a formation lap. Guys just taking their time. Warming up their tires. So I did try in my test that I ran. There's a setting that you could do for the formation lap. That's actually, it's called an old limiter lap, I think it is. So basically the guys are limited, their pit limiters on automatically, and they're limited to, I think, 70 kilometers an hour or 70 or 80 kilometers an hour. So that wouldn't really work, because then guys wouldn't be, the whole UI zonal thing seems to be working, or seems to be the best thing to use. So that's what we've gone with tonight. So Gilly Silva and Ruan Ghoos, I think those guys are teammates. For some reason, it doesn't look like Gilly did have a skin prepared, but for some reason they're just showing up as black cars. So I guess that's also something to look at. Something to try and fix for the next race, whenever that may be. So as you can see, well, the top two guys, Gilly Silva and Ron Ghoos, have got their headlights on. It's looking pretty bleak at the moment in terms of weather. And for some reason also, my shadows underneath the cars have disappeared. I thought things looked a bit strange. I'll try and sort that out maybe during the ad break after race 1. So at the moment it really looks like a bunch of floating cars. So let's see, go on board here with old Gilly Silva. And actually the start of the race is going to be hectic. I mean, I'm going to be, nervous for the guys. It's always AC games. I mean, I had the same issue with the Assetto Corsa, where it looked like the video memory was buffering, and then basically running fine again, and then buffering. So something hopefully we can sort out, but hopefully it doesn't influence or affect the race too much. So we've got some support from Aiden as well, supporting Andre Sorodio in the race. So at least there's some support coming through there. See, Chris Collison's ping is quite high, so hopefully also that doesn't affect the guys too much. He's sitting behind Dylan Versace and in front of Jude Neville, I believe. So 25 minutes about to get underway. Let's hope we have a nice, good, clean start. Coming through Murray's corner. And we should get the green flag just underneath the bridge. Or just after the bridge. And green, green, green. So a good start there by Ron Ghoos and his teammate, Gilly Silva. Gilly Silva just backing off slightly there just to get a better run maybe on the back straight to try and get away from Devin Ellis. Devin Ellis in the BMW. So let's keep an eye out on from about third place there. Oh, Ati Nachel just behind Devin Ellis, getting close. But Devin Ellis pressuring Gilly Silva. Going through the cutting for the first time around. Let's have a look at Ruan Ghoos here. who's actually dropped now. Oh, I swear I saw Sean Ullife's name there for a second. Oh, that was weird. So yeah, Ruan Khoos just running away with it right now. He's got a bit of a gap between him and Gilly behind him. Coming through Forest Elbow, trying to get a good exit. So, Ruan heading away with it currently, but Gilly Silva is under pressure from Jason Nell now. One little mistake and Jason Nell could be right behind him. Mika's in the chat there as well. How's it, Mika? It's alright. I know you intended to join us, but that's alright, man. At least you're in the chat there. So I see you supporting your teammate there, Willem. So let's actually have a little bit of a look here how Willem is doing actually. Willem right now is sitting in 11th place. Let's show off this Red Bull BMW livery. Looks very colorful as well. So nice looking BMW there. Jason Nell sitting the fastest lap last time around, with a 209.8. So just 1/10 quicker than Ruan Khoos in first place. I'm trying to figure out how to see how close the cars are. Jason Nell looks like he's pretty close. So these guys in the front are, but Assetto Corsa works a little bit different in that regard. It shows you, actually, it'll show me too if I actually choose the right overlay. So there we go. You guys can see on the left-hand side there, the gap's pretty much about an average of about 7/10 between the top 10 drivers. About 7 or 8 tenths in average. So a couple of guys just over a second behind, like Devin Ellis. He's roughly, what is that there, 1.5 seconds behind Jason Nell. No real close battles at the moment. Although Neville in 7th place is looking like he wants to try and get close here to Dylan Fasahi. So Neville's car looks like it's loaded, the skin. But let's just have a look here at what he does behind Dylan Fasahi going on the inside. This is a dodgy place to try and overtake, but let's see if they can get it done. Keep it clean. So Devin looks like he has a move, but Dylan Fasahi coming back on the inside. Side by side, going through the second last turn. Going up to Murray's corner now. So Devin, great move from him. Ruan Khoos sitting the fastest lap now. His last lap around was a 2:03 flat. So good stuff there from Neville, Jude Neville. Let's have a look here. Some more fights going on. I see Joubert. Where is Joubert at the moment? I see Ludwig. Also, Ludwig Zitzmann's joined us. Nice to see him here. But Franco Joubert, and a huge, well, not so much anymore, but he's actually pressuring Chris Collison up in front of him in the McLaren. Both of them in the McLaren, actually. There's 3 drivers, Jason Underwood, Chris Collison, and Franco Joubert, all in McLarens, right on top of each other. And see how this battle goes. So the guys came to a little bit of an agreement in the driver's briefing, apparently. No overtaking in the cutting, while, you know, going up the mountain and back down the mountain, which I think is a pretty smart idea, keeping it, you know, keeping it safe and clean. So Ruan Khoos, 2 laps down, or 2 laps into the race, and he is still only 1.5 seconds ahead of his teammate. As Joubert runs a little bit wide there and blocks off Jason Underwood slightly. Let's see. So Jason Underwood had to hit the brakes quite hard, it looks like it there. Let's see, Neville and Fasahi battling it out once again. For some reason my camera didn't want to change. So Fasaki trying to come back at Devon. This looks like the closest battle at the moment, and second lap around as well. So now Dylan Fasaki trying to look on the outside. So trying to brake as late as possible there. He's going to try and do the undercut. And going a little bit sideways. So he lost quite a bit of time there. And that will put Chris Collison. Will he get the position? Oh, some really nice driving there. Some clean driving. It's nice to see. So Chris Collison actually got in front of Dylan Fasaki there. So Dylan Fasaki losing out big time. But Dylan Fasaki's not giving up just yet. He's right on Chris's bumper. Let's actually go on board here. So apologies once again, guys, just for the lagginess every now and again. I'll try and get that sorted, as you can see right there. I'll try and get that sorted, obviously, for the next stream. Probably just a few settings I need to tweak again, like I did with AC. But during my tests, everything ran, fine. So it obviously always will happen during the live stream. So apologies for that. So 2 seconds the gap now, over 2 seconds between Gilly Silva and Ruan Khoos. 17.5 minutes left to go. Trying to keep an eye out here on all the gaps. So Ati Nachel doing pretty decent as well. He's up in 5th place right now, chasing down Devon Allies. So is he going to be able to get the move done here? He's looking on the outside. Let's have a look from the helicam. So he's got it done, but let's see if Neville can come back on the inside. He's going to do a late dive. Ati's leaving him space, so good driving once again. And Ati Nachel. That's actually... Is that Devon Allies? Yes. So my bad. That was Devon Allies in front of him because I thought it looked like a BMW. So Devon Allies and Ati having a good old battle here. Some good clean racing. Jabir looks like he gained a position, did he? From Jason, I think maybe. So Ludwig Zitzmann was actually driving in another league not too long ago. I can't remember which league it was, but it's good to see him racing with us again. Just trying to keep it out of the walls, as a lot of the guys said that was the goal this evening. So keeping it safe, keeping it out of the walls, and basically just survive. Let me try. And see where another good battle is. But Devon Allies on the back of Ati Nachel. He's just half a tenth back from Ati. We'll have a little bit of a look in. Willem Steyn having a decent race. Old Mika's teammate in the series. Well, in ACC. They run both the Red Bull livery. Unfortunately, Mika can't make it tonight. So hopefully he'll join for the next one. So like I said earlier, the plan is to have a endurance league, an actual league every second week. There'll be 4-hour races, which are team races, 2 drivers per team, with a 2-hour stint limit per driver. So currently we've got a few teams signed up, about 7 or 8 teams, but we are waiting to get those numbers up before we actually start that league. So if you're keen, just join, check the link in the description below, and then come join us. We also do other platforms for racing, R-Factor 2, Assetto Corsa, Race Room Racing Experience, AMS2, the lots, even MX Bikes, if anyone's heard of MX Bikes, the motocross simulation, which is, in my opinion, the most difficult and the most realistic MX simulation out there. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff happening. like I said, it's a new venture. So yeah, come and join us and help us make this thing grow. So let's try and catch up here. 4 seconds. Gilly Silver is struggling a bit, looks like it. Let's see if we can go check out what's happening with him, how he's going down the mountain. So lovely sound of this Aston. It sounds absolutely amazing. So Chris Collison trying to catch up to Dylan Fasaki, but Dylan Fasaki himself is still kind of hanging around there behind Jude Neville. He's not giving up just yet. With 13 minutes left to go, there's still a chance here, but Dylan Fasaki as well as Jude Neville just need to, you know, try and play a little bit more safe if they want to actually survive. The damage model in ACC, it kind of reminds me of R Factor 2, whereas you just tap the wall and, you know, there it goes, which is realistic. So that's really cool. You know, keeps you motivated to stay on the track at least. So it looks like from third place down, unless my timing screens, okay, yeah, timing screens were just updating. So 12 seconds back. So Ruan Ghoos and Gilly Silva have just pulled away right away from the rest of the field. So amazing driving so far from Ruan and Gilly Silva. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows the guys, but I believe they are both from SSRL. We've got a couple of guys from, I think, SRAC as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. So yeah, good to have all the communities together, racing. Atinachel now, pressuring Jason Nell as much as he possibly can. So last lap for Atinachel, well, his best lap was a 2:04.8, but his last lap around was a 2:06.8. So it looks like dropped off a bit on the last lap, but that could have been down to someone making a mistake in front of him or something like that. I see Chris's ping level there is getting mighty high. You see in the bars on the left. Oh, come on. There we go. So that was a back marker getting out the way. I'm not sure who that was. Oh, that was Ludwig Sitzman. So, and it looks like, is it his brother that has a drive-through? Christian does indeed have a drive-through. So I'm not sure what that's for. An incident that happened during the race, maybe. Must have been. But yeah, sorry for him. Unfortunate. So let's see here. Seeing as though Ruan's just flying away with us, let's see if we can go on board with him a little bit. So again, through the cutting. Oof. Okay, you heard the traction control there. I don't know if you guys heard that, but definitely heard the traction control kicking in. Also, great corner that when you get it right. Going through the top into McPhillamy Park. Getting as close as you can there. Sometimes a little bit of a graze against the wall is not going to hurt you too much. But that curb right there, a little bit over that curb, and it'll unsettle the rear of the car and you'll be spinning out into the wall. Hard braking. Going through the S's, down to the dipper. Up to Forest Elbow. Again, getting as close as you can. Millimeters to that wall is probably the preferable line. And then through down onto the Conrad Straight. So let's have a look here at the times again. Atinachel still hanging around there. He's not at all giving up. So 6/10 back right now. The two guys' last lap times were just separated by a tenth. So if that's any indication how hard these guys are pushing as well and how close it is. So Christian Zitzman just obviously did his drive-through because obviously you can see that it is cleared. So these two guys are very close. Ati and Jason, let's see if they can give us a show. So a couple of guys look like they've retired or in the pits. Andre's in the pits, Franco Gibert. Let's quickly have a look. Okay, no, that looks like they have disconnected. So maybe some incidents and just irreparable damage. Hopefully it wasn't anything too bad and they'll be back next time. So still 12 drivers on track. 8 minutes left to go. Dylan Versace is just under a second from Jude Neville. But these guys are also, what a crazy battle this is panning out to be right here. Oh, that's making me dizzy. Okay, so see if you can keep it clean. So it's the Aston. It's the Aston versus the Aston. So the old Aston, the 2013 model, is probably the most popular car. I mean, in terms of raw pace, I believe that's what the guys told me. I didn't actually try out the Aston. If I was to race, I think I was driving around in... I can't really remember which car I was driving around. I think it might have been the Lambo. Lambo, I love the car around here. Especially going through McPhillamy Park, you throw the car in and you almost control the car going around that corner with the throttle, about half throttle, and it's just a good feeling. And I mean, I like the way the car rotates. So that's what car I would have chosen, but it doesn't look like anyone is in a Lambo this evening. So Ati 2/10 quicker on the last lap around. So he's now 7/10 behind Jason Nell. Let's just have a look at Jason. We'll change over. Not Jason, sorry, Jude. That's where I wanted to go to. I wanted to see how close these guys. Still battling out here. Dylan Versace and Jude Neville. 6/10 back. We'll see if we can maybe get a little bit of a slipstream, but I think that Aston, sorry, not the Aston, the Lexus has just got, you know, kills the Aston for raw pace. Although, as I say that, coming back on that straight there, going on the inside looking, is there going to be contact? Oh, when he goes wide, unfortunately, does Dylan Versace. So, as I said that, he's going to look on the inside, but then, unfortunately, just missing his braking point and then going slightly wide. Didn't look like there was that much contact with the barrier, but he's got to work his way back up to Jude Neville now. So again, welcome everyone in the YouTube channel. I see there's 12 of you in there, so yeah, good evening. Apologies again, I did apologize earlier, but for the stuttering that's happening every now and again, something that I'll have to look at for the next stream, or I will quickly try and have a look at it during the break after the first race before we head to the reverse grid race. That's going to be very interesting. I'm not sure because on my timing screen there's a few guys, right? There's 4 guys I think that are in the pits. I see there's one currently, number 5, who is Zitzman, Ludwig Zitzman. So I think they're maybe just waiting for the reverse grid race in race number 2. So after this race, we're going to have a short 3 to 4 minute break, just while the warm-up session for race number 2 ticks over, and then the grid will be reversed for race number 2, and then you're going to see some action all over the place, and hopefully it's not over in the first 5 minutes. So 9 seconds now from Gilly Silva is Ruan Ghoos. Jason Nell currently still sticking to the back of Ati Nagel. 4 tenths now, so I think it's tricky going up this mountain and back, actually the whole mountain section, just to try and follow the driver in front of you as close as possible, because you know their line's not exactly the same as what yours is, and their braking points and all that, so trying to follow closely, I mean, hats off to them. And when I say that, I think about the Formula 1 drivers as well, how close they get to the back of each other, and that's going at like 3 times the pace. I mean, overall, you know, on an average lap time. So, yeah, big respect for these drivers. It's good to see 12 have survived so far, and we've got 3 minutes left to see if the rest of the 12 can survive. So this is the closest battle on track right now, Jason Nell and Ati, both in the Astons. So let's see if he can get a good run. So I see I am dropping frames on OBS, so I'm not too sure why that is. But so that seems to be the issue. It's the OBS that's giving me issues. Ten seconds now. Ruan Ghoos just, you know, just going through this race like it's nothing. Let's have a look with Jason Underwood. Jason Underwood now at the back of Willem. Is that Willem? No. Willem is behind him, but he must have just overtaken Willem. I think that's why the timing screens are not updated. Yes, that is correct. So Willem Stein's actually in 9th now, although they overtakes him getting the slipstream and going back into 8th. So Jason Underwood in the McLaren trying to fight back, and Willem doing pretty well here. He's 8th place right now. Great drive from him. You know, seeing as it's the first stream I've done in ACC, I'm not too sure where the pace is at, like which driver is faster, which driver is slower. So it's something that I'll have to learn, because yeah, Willem seems to have a little bit of pace here in ACC. His last lap was a 2:07, or his best lap was a 2:07.3, excuse me. He must have had a little bit of an incident on the last lap as well, where he was about 6 or 7 seconds slower. But with 1 minute, actually 49 seconds left to go, Ruan Ghoos is on the final lap. So we're going to try and keep an eye out on all the gaps, but I'm going to keep an eye out. I'm going to have the camera on Ruan, because this should be, I'm not sure if this will be the final lap or if there will be one more. I think there might be one more after this. So you can see Ruan Ghoos' last lap there, 2:03.8. So blisteringly fast there, because his best is a 2:02 flat. So near the end of the race, it's pretty good time still, considering the tire wear. So Wayne Lockham, let's jump over to him. Yeah, he's now catching up to the back of Jason Underwood. So the pressure from Wayne Lockham must be getting to Jason just a little bit, as he tries to look up the inside there, but obviously thinks twice of it, because Willem's just pulled away. I'm not sure how on earth, I mean, no offense to Willem, but I'm not sure how Willem pulled away that quickly. Let me try and have a look at the chopper cam, yeah, as Wayne Lockham goes on the inside there, does a clean overtake, that Ferrari flying through. So good overtake there from Wayne Lockham, as it looks like, yes, so Ruan Ghoos starts the last lap, kind of like he might as well take this as a victory lap. with 9-second lead. So unless something hectic happens, I don't think he's gonna be giving up that first place. So already flashing his lights there. Going down the Conrad Straight, you'll see in the background there's teammate Gilly Silva. So 1-2 for Team DRG Enduro Racing. I won't say it just yet, because obviously it's not all over until it's over. But this looks like it's going to be in the bag for Team DRG. So slowing down a bit there. Nice victory for Ruan Khoos, takes the win. Gilly Silva coming in second place. Let me just switch over to him. I went to the wrong car. Okay, so Gilly Silva coming in second place. There he goes. So no other battles just yet at the moment. I'm trying to keep an eye out here before the race is finished. But Ati Nachel coming in third. So with Jason Null just behind him. So good position there for Ati Nachel. I don't know if you'd be surprised with that, but oh, there's a battle going on here between Dylan Versace. I'm not sure who that was. Did he run out of fuel? Oh no, I think Dylan Versace has run out of fuel. Can someone help him, please? Call a tow truck. Oh, he's going to freewheel. So I'm not sure. He's got like 20 odd seconds from Willem Steen behind him. Let's see where Willem is. Willem's coming through the chase right now. Is he going to make it? This should be pretty hectic. You're going to see Willem coming through right about now. There he is. Oh no, and there's Wayne Lockham just behind him. They're going to go 3 wide and almost bump Dylan Versace out the way. Oh no, I wanted to actually stick with Dylan there. Oh my word, he lost like 4 positions there already. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Oh my word, he's not going to make it. Oh, hopefully someone pushes him over the line. So let's try and see who's behind. He's in the pits. Let's see if there's anyone else on track. Oh, that is... Oh, another person, Jason Underwood's run out of fuel, so a couple of the guys, I'm sure they're going to take it into consideration for the next race. Ludwig Zietzmann finishing in 10th, stealing that position. Oh, no. But what a great race. So we're going to quickly restart the server to get that reverse grid up, guys. Your finishing position for race 1 was Dylan Versace in first, and not Dylan Versace, sorry. Ruan Khoos in first, Gilly Silva in second, and Ati Nachel in third. So we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more action in race 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So a little bit of a wait, unfortunately, because of the whole reverse grid situation. Yeah, unfortunately, just got to wait. There's a 5-minute automatic 5-minute practice session that comes up just before race number 2, and that's obviously what we were waiting to get through. So let me try and run through the order here. So Sean Ulifi is starting in first place now, so he'll be looking to capitalize on that pole position, as we've got a minute left to go. And then I was actually, my timing screen, or on the timing tower, was actually a little bit confused, or either it was or I was confused, because I was pretty sure that he's actually not in the server now, Ruan Khos. Oh, there he is, 5th place. So I could have sworn it said he was in 1st place. So I'm sorry in all the confusion and all that if I did get that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it did say that. But the results don't lie on the website, on the server website, and it actually looked like, well, according to that, it said Gilly Silva took the win. But then again, I see Gilly Silva now in 4th, but that could just be the grid positions that they're in. I'm just trying to wait for the session to start, and then we'll be able to confirm all of that. So this also looks like it's now frozen on the screen. It has indeed. So let me just quickly try and get rid of it. There we go. I was wondering what was going on. So let's see. Sean Willifeed then starts in 1st with Jason Nell in 2nd, followed by Wayne Lockham in 3rd. Gilly Silva starts in 4th. See, now this is what confuses me, because Gilly Silva, obviously, well, either him or Ruan Khos. I'll actually read out the results from that last race that I have, that the server actually put up for me. So I don't know if it actually worked the way it should have. So first time trying out this reverse grid, in the test it did work, but the practice session that we were waiting for put the guys in their positions now for grid, no, for the race number 2, in the position when they joined the server. It looks like it. So that not working. So I guess guys are just gonna go for it at the start of the race. But the results for the race number 1 was Gilly Silva in 1st, and we'll see he did it in 26 minutes and 48 seconds, and then Atinachel coming in about 20 seconds behind him. So where did Ruan Khos? So Ruan Khos, it says that he finished in 15th. So, and his time was 26:40. So yeah, 7 seconds in front of Gilly. So AC server manager for you. But anyway, so it was Ruan Khos who took that win, and the order that I said it was in, with Gilly Silva in 2nd and Atinachel in 3rd. For some reason, it's given me some other results, and I'm not sure why, but like I said, this is a new thing, and we are trying things out, and hopefully things just keep getting better and better from here. So we'll have to just see how it goes from here. But I'm sure the guys are loving the racing so far anyway. Hopefully they are. We'll hear from them in the interviews. I know someone said that the server was not the server, well, I think it's down to the server. The server, there was a little bit of yo-yoing and that sort of thing, where that's sometimes down to like netcode as well. And I see we still have that same stuttering, which I think it was Sean or IT said that he was also getting on his side. So I think it's probably a good time to either upgrade the server or just get a new one completely. It's been working super hard the last year and a half, so maybe that is what we need to do. So hopefully the racing will go well again. I think we had a decent race, the first race. So let's try and get the overall time on there. Welcome again, everyone in the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy the race coming up as they're heading through the second last turn out of the chase. So yeah, again, the reverse grid, when we tested it, and I tested it with quite a few guys, it worked. But it's a lot of manual work that you've got to do in between the race sessions and that sort of thing. It's not as easy as Assetto Corsa, where you can just set the race up pre-hand like that. So maybe reverse grid races are not the way to go. So Sean Willefeed, let's see what he can do at the start of this race. So only 11 guys in this time. A couple of other guys choosing not to partake, or maybe they're just going to get on the server. So not such a great start from Sean Willefeed. Who's that on this outside? It's Jason Nell. So following him through Hull corner. See the Aston has definitely, both the Astons there have definitely got some pace. Pulling away from the back, although there's two Astons behind him. It's actually Gilly Silva and Ron Goos chasing up the back of them. So hopefully these guys can hold it together for the race. Getting super close to the wall there, Sean Willefeed. I think he's feeling the pressure maybe slightly. Oof, just onto the grass there, going down through the S's. Oh, outbroke himself. Let's see if he can keep it going. He might have gained some time there, so we'll see. Maybe he'll receive a penalty and then he has a little bit of a spin, trying to save himself from getting into the wall. Let's see if we can get a quick replay of that. Oh, yeah, a little bit of too much on the power there. But still keeping it straight, pointed in the right direction. So good to see. So your overall is Jason Nell now in first place, followed by Ruan Goos. Getting side by side here. Ruan Goos, ooh, trying to do the cutback there. Jason Nell sticking on the inside. So that Aston of Ruan Goos has definitely got some pace with it on it. I mean, both these guys fighting tooth and nail. See Ruan Goos with the fastest lap. So nice line. Oh, and as I say, that commentator's curse. Sorry about that, Ruan. Gets a little bit squirrely coming out of Hull corner. Three cars neck and neck here with a fourth of Gilly Silva coming up right behind them. So who's that flashing his lights? Is that Jason Nell? Oh, there's going to be some contact. Yes, I knew it. I saw it coming as soon as I saw these guys three together. So Ruan Goos takes the lead once again. And now I'm sure that's all he was thinking about, trying to get is the lead and trying to run away with it again. Let's see if he can stick it out again. Actually trying to get the rear view camera. So look at his lead there. He's going down through the S's right now, down into the dipper. And you can see Sean Willefeed behind him, but he's not going to see him for much longer, that's for sure. So thanks for everyone for joining in the stream tonight. Much appreciated. And like I said again, hopefully the little niggles we're having with ACC will be ironed out, and then yeah, it'll be better next time. So as you can see with the track map on the right hand side there, car number 95, which is Ruan Ghost, who's on screen right now, leading them away. He is that little red triangle. So that triangle there, for those of you who didn't know, that is the leader. So you'll know when he is where he is on track at all times just by looking at that and seeing that triangle. And then, for example, if I had to change over to, let's have a look how Ati is doing. He is the red dot now, as you can see on the track map. So there's a good train of cars here coming through Hull Corner there. So a good 3, 4, 5 cars. And look at them, they're all Astons, would you know? Would you believe it? And at the back, right behind them is that a Lexus? I think it is a Lexus. It's the Lexus of Jude, is it? Yes, indeed it is. So I know that Lexus is pretty quick as well. Oh, some guy's getting a little bit stuck there. Coming through Reed Park right now. McPhillamy Park, all of them flat out through there. We'll try and get an onboard shot from Jude Neville. You can see him trying to make his way around. But I think, oh my word, as I changed cameras, I saw that and Jude Neville goes flying right through. Let's try and see if we can have a look and see what happened there. So that looks like Sean Willifeed who lost it and then just caught everyone up in that chaos. Oh my word. So Jude is smiling right now. I'm sorry. It's not funny, but, sorry, but not sorry. That is, yeah, like I said, Jude Neville smiling right now. So he's sitting in third now. So podium position for him, if he can hang on to this. Although right behind him, is that Dylan Fasaki? I think it is in the other Aston. Yep, and he's coming, he's catching him. So I think it was Sean Willifeed. Sean Willifeed dropping to 8th now. So not obviously not the start he was looking for in this race number 2. But yeah, especially with the whole mix-up, with the reverse grid format and everything, I think in future, maybe it's better we just do 45-minute or 90-minute races. So we'll definitely work on things to improve. So Flavio said in the chat right now that at the end of the race, it said that Ruan Ghost got a DQ. I'm not sure why that is, but let me actually, while we're following Dylan Fasaki around, double check on my screen right here. If we can see, because there is a linked race. This is linked to the second race, so maybe I'm able to see here what actually happened with Ruan Ghost. It doesn't show on my screen that he did get a penalty, but maybe we'll clear that up in the interviews. We can maybe hear from him and see what happened. Unless he didn't put for a penalty that he had. But again, I don't see any indication of that on my side of the screen right here. But so basically this, championship, quote unquote, is linked to, the 2 races are linked. So we will see what happened, like I said, in the final standings when this race is complete. So Ruan Ghost once again, hopefully he's not getting a penalty. I see Jason Nell and Wayne Lockham in the pits. Let's see. Wayne Lockham is there. Jason Nell, I'm sure he was. He's also there, but I'm not sure what's up with those guys. And now Jude Neville's in the pits as well. So, is Jude Neville actually driving? Yes, he is. Maybe he's got some damage, or his car looks a little bit, looks like it's seen better days. I'm not sure if he actually got spun around in that whole, incident that happened on the top of the hill, but his car is definitely looking a little bit worse for wear right now. So up in the front, Ruan Ghost and Gilly Silva again. These two guys are like Hamilton and Bottas right now. Although, should I say Verstappen and Sainz rather, seeing as though Sainz does help Verstappen willingly. So, although it's dropping back. Or was that... Oh, I'm confused now. Gilly Silva looks like... Where is Ghost? Let's see. So Ruan Ghost was the one who dropped back slightly there. So he must have made a mistake. Let's just see if we can get a quick replay of what happened there. I had to go back 30 seconds there. So at the moment we're on board with Gilly. Let's switch over to Ruan and we'll see if we can figure out what happened. So it didn't look like anything happened there, unless my timing screen again was just a little bit delayed where it looked like Ruan was in the lead. But yeah, it didn't look like any incident happened there. So back to live views, Gilly Silva leading, excuse me, with Ruan Ghost following not too far behind in second, Dylan Versaki in third now. You can see him in the picture coming in there. Christian Zitzmann having a pretty good race so far in fourth place. I'm trying to get, so right now with the less drivers in the server, we've lost 5 drivers, so there's not many close battles going on. Dylan Versaki is probably the closest to any other car, and he's in third with 14 minutes to go. Yeah, so Flavio, I'm not too sure why it said that Ruan got a penalty. It didn't show anything on my side. So Wayne Lockham now, you see him there getting a stop-go. Now that is... I'm not sure why that is. That is, yeah. Something maybe, I told the guys that if they wanted to, they could jump into the chat after jump into the interview booth after the race. If they wanted to get talk about what happened in the race, how the race went and that, I'd like to get their feedback and I'd like you guys to hear how their race went as well. So we'll see. Maybe he'll explain to us what that drive-through is all about. Ruan Ghost now, still with the fastest lap. So it looks like he overtook Gilly, did he? No, he is still behind him. I get confused. Those liveries will have to get sorted out for the next race as well that we have. So stop and go for Wayne Lockham. I think he might be taking it now this lap. We will soon find out. But these 3 drivers right here, Dylan Versaki, Ruan Ghost, and who is that next to them? Dylan Versaki, Ruan Ghost, and Christian Zitzmann, is it? No, Zitzmann is in the Porsche. So it's Gilly, Dylan Versaki, and Ruan Ghost. Your top 3. The closest drivers to each other at the moment. Dylan Versaki under pressure from Ghost. Actually switch over to Ghost here. We'll see if he can get a good run down the it's not the main straight. I always want to say the main straight, but it's actually the mountain straight into Quarry Bend. We'll see if he can he's not close enough just yet. So we'll see if he can kind of pressure Versaki into a mistake. But Versaki now pressuring Silver as well at the same time. So it looks like we actually, one of the drivers we lost was Willem Steen. Well, earlier it looked like it, but right at the moment he's running in 7th in the lone BMW. So the lone BMW currently in 7th. Fastest lap was pretty similar to the first race, 2:07.8. But compared to the front runners, which are in the 2:05s, but Ruan Close and Gilly Silva both in the 2:03s. So Dylan here in a little bit of a sandwich here, being 2 seconds a lap slower, or on the fastest lap. He's got some pressure on him right now. So going down the Conrad straight. I love it when seeing his cars go flying through here, down through the chase. There's a reason why they call it the chase. Because whenever you go through it, it looks like you're just on the chase. And right now, that's what Ruan Close is doing, exactly that. So we're going to stick with the top 3 here for now. We'll see if late braking there from Ruan Close. Have a look at the timetable quickly. So you can see, I was hoping that it would actually say their fastest lap on there, but it doesn't. So we'll just get rid of that. Something I've learnt. So a lot of the stuttering also earlier, maybe not the stuttering that I was experiencing, but for some of the drivers may have been down to the international drivers, but I'm not too sure about that. But for some reason their ping was quite high. But I mean, I don't, it shouldn't be the case. So hopefully that doesn't deter them from joining again. We'll just try and sort out all the niggles, like I said, for the next race, whenever that may be. So these 3 guys just insanely close right now. Having a little race on their own, they might as well be the only cars on track. Although, let me actually jump over to Zietsman in 5th place. The next closest battle, but I see Dylan Fasaki now 3/10 back from Silva. So we'll keep an eye out on those times at the top left there, if you guys want to keep an eye on that as well. Let's actually switch over the timing to the seconds, where it shows you how many seconds they're apart for a quick second. So 4/10 now, Dylan Fasaki and Ruan Close the gap. So still not there just yet. Still trying to play it safe with 8 minutes to go. They don't want to, they don't want to make any kind of mistakes right now. But damn, like Ruan Close looks amazing on the brakes going through Murray's corner. He catches up quite a bit every single lap through there. And then who's got the better line through Hull corner? Both of them pretty similar lines. But I see Dylan Fasaki just losing it. We'll see. Let's try and see on board. Okay, so I just missed it there. The replay, I went for the 10-second replay. But you can see he's now fighting for 3rd. He's in 3rd place now behind Close and Silva. Although he just got the position back up. Must have gotten the slipstream down the mountain straight. And he's back into 2nd place. So excuse me there for missing that. But great stuff from Dylan Fasaki. So still no sunshine, it looks like it, for today down in Australia at Mt.Panorama. Looks like it's going to finish off this race with cloudy, bleak weather, but it's not looking bleak for Gilly Silva right now. Sitting pretty in 1st place. Let's actually have a look at Gilly going down the Conrad straight. So again, flat out through there. Hard braking. We'll see the other guys just behind him, just a few tenths behind him. So he's definitely got his work cut out for him still. It's not over yet. So Ron Ghost again still with the fastest lap, but Dylan Fasaki is now 2 tenths behind him. So I mean, he keeps losing the position. Well done for Ghost getting that position, but I think he's gonna get it back right now. Is Dylan Fasaki. So he's not going for it just yet. Thinking about it, just trying to pressure him. Ruan Ghost there, but now you see losing some time. Going up through the mountain into the cutting. So unfortunately losing some major time there, did Dylan Fasaki with only 5 minutes left to go. We lost another driver it seems. I see 9 drivers in the server. So I'm hoping guys didn't leave for any other reason, like no fault of their own, you know what I mean? So we'll see who's available to chat after the race. But Gilly Silva at the moment, he's looking good. 3.2 seconds clear. So I'm sure Dylan is not, although he's close now, but I'm sure he wasn't too happy that he couldn't do the overtake down the mountain straight. We'll see if he can get it done here going down Conrad. He's got to be brave here if he wants to do it. Oh, I don't know if he's going to go for it. No, he's just trying to pressure him. Or a little bit of a bump. So Dylan just letting Ruan know that he's there. Just coming, knocking on the door. Should I say knocking on the bumper. So Dylan a little bit late on the brakes there. Gets a little bit of a slow drive. But he's not going to be close enough to get a run down the mountain straight. But let's try and have a look down the pack here. So Ludwig Zitzman coming out of the pits. That I believe was for his stop and go, but I believe it still says he's got a stop and go. So maybe that's going to disappear soon, or maybe he was speeding in the pits now. His last time round. There's Willem Steyn sitting in 8th place, so not as great a result as what it was for the in the first race for Willem, but I believe it's the same result, if I'm not mistaken. So usually I also interview only the top 3 after the race, but I think tonight, just to kind of hear from the guys, I just told everyone to join in, and we'll hear talk a little bit about the race, how the race went. From the driver's perspective. So now Ruan Ghost is caught up again. It looked like he did. I'm not too sure. Well, this timing screen is just terrible from ACC. So you can see there, Gilly is in the middle. Ruan Ghost looks like he's got the lead. Yes, he does. I think I'll have to just keep it on this timing screen for now. I seem to not miss things, but you'll see Gilly Silva behind Dylan Fasaki now. So Dylan Fasaki getting in front of Gilly there. All 3 top runners in the Aston. I see Zitzman's in the pit again, so it was Ludwig Zitzman and Christian Zitzman, both that had drive-throughs or stop and goes. But I'm not sure why. So there you can see the lap times coming through of the guys. Gilly Silva with a 2:14. So pretty slow there. He must have had a little bit of a mistake. on that last lap. Hence why he's in third, because he was doing pretty well. And there goes Dylan Fasaki. I just caught that just for a second. Dylan Fasaki takes the lead from Ruan Gous. So Ruan now has to try and fight back with literally, I think this will be the second last lap. So he's got some pressure on his shoulders now. Does Dylan Fasaki? We'll see if he can handle it. Handle the pressure. So Ruan Gous now 1.1 seconds. So pulling away slightly is Dylan. Gilly Silva also dropping back slightly. Just over 2 seconds behind Ruan. Still a decent race from these guys. They gave us some good action for sure. And then, who is that behind? It's Wayne Lockham, I think, in 9th place, who's a back marker who's actually catching up to Gilly. So you can see that Wayne does have the pace. It's just a little odd mistake here and there, maybe. Astons look quite nice in that black color, but obviously not the livery that they had chosen. For some reason, their livery didn't load either, so I think another thing as well is maybe AC Server Manager is not the way to host races. Maybe just do it the manual way from now on. But I'll do some testing for the next race using the actual server from ACC instead of using the Server Manager version, which seems to have some issues. So hopefully we can sort those out. So is this the last lap? That is the finish. So first place goes to Gilly Silva while I was talking away there. Second place to Dylan Fasaki. And third place to Ruan Gous. Ruan Gous taking the fastest lap. So good stuff from the top three. We can see Gilly Silva's bonnet there not looking too great. But doing some donuts there. Alright, awesome. In fourth place, Ati Nachel. So another decent result from Ati. We'll hear from him maybe in a little bit. Jude Neville in fifth. Willem Steyn coming in sixth, it looks like it. So a great result from him. Ludwig Zitzman in seventh. Still finishing off his race. And then in seventh and eighth place, Christian, who looks like he's run out of petrol, run out of fuel. Oh no, he hasn't. I don't know what he's doing, but anyway, he's in 8th place. In 9th place, Wayne Lockham. In 10th place, Sean Willifee. So unfortunately, not the result he was looking for in race 2. And Jason Nell in 10th. So that is your results. I'm going to quickly jump to a much shorter ad break than it was in the middle. But I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to quickly try and grab some guys for some interviews and chat a little bit about the race. So if you want to stick around and hear what the guys have to say, please do. We'll see you in a little while. One. All right, ladies and gents. Thank you for sticking around if you have. We've got some guys in the interview booth here now. We've actually got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got Willem, Sean Willefie, Jude Neville, Gijs Bat, Atinachel, Gilly Silva, Ruan Ghost, Dylan Fasaki. So it looked like a crazy race with the second race I'm going to talk about mostly because the top 3 there, unfortunately, first I want to say Sean Willefie, not the start you were looking for, but I'm not sure what happened there. I think it was at the top of the mountain when you guys all came together. But let me start off with that. I think it was you. If it was, what can you tell us about that and how did the racing tonight go for you?
Not good. There's a bugger up there that when you go downhill.
Yeah, that's the dipper.
There. Yeah, I touched the curb and from there, all hell went loose.
Yeah, I saw that there were like 5 cars involved or 4 cars. Unfortunate, man. But yeah, I know. But otherwise, I mean, you had a. I mean, looked like you were having a decent race for a while though. Until that happened, you were in a good position. But hopefully, otherwise the racing went well for you.
Yeah, it was nice. Just difficult track.
Yeah, it always is. With the walls, any little mistake, especially going down through, I believe it's Skyline, that curb on the outside. You just get over that curb, and then the whole car just wants to turn on you. But no, great stuff, man. Yeah, unfortunate that incident happened. But the race winner then for the reverse grid race, for the first race. Let me just clear this up because again, the live timing, and maybe it was just me getting used to the live timing and all that, or something going wrong with the server. I don't know, but the winner of the first race was Ruan, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I got that right. And then the second race, Gilly, well done for that win. I think it was you. And then it was Dylan in second and Ruan in third for that one. But some tight racing, I think I saw the reason why you guys, most of you guys chose the Aston.
Look, it's a ridiculously fast car on the track. I think it's because of all the straights, that there's not really a car that can keep up with that car down the straights. I mean, you clock close to 280.
Yeah. I mean, I know when I did some testing, I was in the Lambo, and I think I was maybe topping out at about 260 or something like that.
I got 285 top end with the Aston.
Oh my word.
Yeah, the wing on that car makes a massive difference, but at the end of the day, because you have so much power, you need to keep the back end a little bit stable. So
yeah,
the wing we ran a little bit higher just to give a little bit of more traction at the back. But yeah, normal speeds is 281 on the straight for us, but yeah, definitely that car can go quicker.
Well, that's definitely the car to have, especially on a track with 2 long straights like Bathurst.
Definitely.
But no, that was really good to watch, man. I mean, I was telling the viewers as well, it's literally the virgin stream of of SRR and with ACC, myself as well. This is the first time I've streamed it, and hopefully it went well. I'll definitely welcome constructive criticism and all that, but hopefully things just get better and better. But does anyone else want to say anything about the race or anything like that?
We just want to thank you for hosting this ACC thing. We've been trying to get into the ACC scene, and it's difficult. You don't really find a lot of SA ACC leagues and stuff like that. We've raced overseas service most of the time with the 12 hours. The only one we had was the Kailami 9 hour. But that's on a different league on its own. But I really hope this really kicks off in the future. I'm very excited for the endurance stuff that comes, and I really hope people sign in the teams.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, man. Appreciate it. And that's the thing. That was my goal anyway. I mean, hosting races like this evening wasn't what was planned originally, but obviously with the number of signups that we had for the 4-hour team enduros that I wanted to host, and those would be run on a bi-weekly basis as well. So that would be quite cool, because usually endurance races, well, in the communities that do host them, they run them maybe three times a year. So having one bi-weekly is quite cool, I think. And 4 hours, hitting it, somewhere around the middle. It's not too long, it's not too short, and should be quite good.
Yeah, look, anything more than the 9 hours, I'd say the 12 hours, it broke me, Dylan and Ryan. We were broken that next morning. So yeah, the 4 hour, like even this race, we so used to the long races. It felt like 2 times on the wrap and then half an hour was gone. So yeah, no, definitely 4 hours. I think is the sweet spot. Slap bang. You can. How can I say? You can start mid-pack, but you can finish at the top.
Exactly.
Strategy and all of that comes in because in the endurance scene, the biggest thing is when to pit and how much fuel you're running. Yes, like you don't have to be the fastest on the track, but if you can run a time for 45 to an hour, you will at least make 3 to 4 positions.
Yeah, and I was sorry to interrupt you, but I was actually also thinking, we did an endurance race. I think it was in ACC. It was when I first started SRR a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't in ACC. Sorry, my bad. But anyway, the point is doing a team endurance race, even if it's for 4 hours, like you said. I think we did a 3-hour one in R Factor 2, and the excitement usually is having to or being able to watch the stream afterwards and seeing yourself racing with other people and stuff like that. But when it comes to endurance, for me anyway, just like trying to work out the the strategy, like you said, is exciting in itself. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully we get some more signups and all that, so we can get that thing started. But looking forward to the next race with everyone, so hopefully you guys join again. But thanks to all you guys, and hope you guys have a good week ahead, and take it easy.
Hopefully my teammate shows up.
Oh yeah, it's true. Mecca was in the chat. How's it, man? Like nothing's happening, definitely. I'm sure Mecca will make a plan next time.
That was a good ride.
Yeah, Willem, you look like you had some good finishing positions in the 2 races. I think it was 8th and 6th, if I'm not mistaken.
7th in the first one and then 6th in the second. Second one I had to put after that whole top of the mountain thing. The BM just was slow and I couldn't push it the way I wanted to, so I just made the choice, put it, and then I just started unlapping myself. I think I actually did my best time of a 206.6 something, which was good for me since I started out the nights in qualifying with 208s and 209s.
No, that is because I was actually looking before tonight, and you were at least like a good second or two up on that. But no, that was I actually caught that incident as I switched over to the helicam going up the mountain there. I just saw Sean's white car just start going around, and then I just saw 4 cars going into him, and then I was like, no, I got to have a replay, and then I had to have a look at the replay. So go ahead and watch it if you guys can, but it was hectic.
I just saw an accident to the right, yellow flags. I tried to brake and slow down as best, but then I just saw cars everywhere and couldn't get past.
But hopefully next one goes better. But Willem, to you as well. Hopefully your teammate joins as well next time, and hopefully it just keeps on getting better and better for you. Just get that practice in, and if no one else has anything else to say, and then I'll say goodnight to you, gents.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Good night. Enjoy.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, guys. So, guys, have a little bit of a chat there with the guys. Seems like the race for a lot of them went pretty decently. And actually, you know, I think the stuttering and all that sort of stuff was actually maybe just happening on my side. So that's a bonus. I will be rewatching the stream and then seeing how it went. But we do have another event coming up. We actually have an AC race, an Assetto Corsa race on, I think it's on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to double check that quickly while I can. But if you guys did enjoy the racing tonight, like I said, please be kind in the comments. It was my first one, so I was a complete ACC virgin with streaming. So you guys are more than welcome to leave constructive criticism down in the comments. But if you did enjoy it, leave a like, and then please do make sure you get subscribed. And hopefully we'll see you again in the future. So the recently released RSS Formula One car from 2013, that is what we are racing next Wednesday night at 7:30. So that should be an interesting one. I wish, I mean, I don't think we are going to be, I'm not sure if there's a stream set for that yet. But I think if we have enough people signed up, we will definitely have a stream. So at the moment, there are around about 6 or 7 guys signed up. A great sounding car. So if I were you, I'd watch the stream just purely for the sound. I wish you could take my voice out of it, but unfortunately you can't. But yeah, so if you're around next week, 7:30, look out on YouTube for the notification if we do go live, and then definitely tune in. But thanks again for joining, for all the comments that you guys have left. We will definitely see you again soon, and hope you guys have a good week ahead. And again, thank you very much for joining. But it's from me, Morné Du Plooy, and everyone here at Sim Racers Room. It is good night, and see you next time.